Good morning, students. In continuity to the last class of project management, today we are going to discuss the construction of the network. In the last class we have discussed what is network analysis, what are the key elements, and how the network analysis is beneficial for the project control. That's why it is known as project control technique. I have told you in the last class that in network analysis we are having two techniques. First one is CPM, that is critical path method, and the second one is PERT, that is PERT. It is known as project evaluation and review technique. But sometimes it is also analyzed as program evaluation and review technique. So don't get confused. Both things are the correct. Either you are utilizing project or you are utilizing program. Then how you will justify where I am correct and where I am wrong? Whenever we are applying this technique to a tangible things, to a tangible project, to a construction of a big project, then it is always considered as the project evaluation and review technique. On the other hand, when the same technique is applied for intangible things, suppose we are going to organize a seminar. So organizing a seminar is not a tangible, it is intangible thing. So how we are going to organize a seminar and how we will have a control over the seminar. So at that time this PERT is explained as program evaluation and review technique. So this is the recapitulation of the last class. Now today we will discuss only about the construction of the network, what are the rules, how we will construct the network, what are the rules for the numbering of the events. In the last class I have told you what is event and what is activity, so there is no need to repeat that again. Here I have written a data for the construction of the network. Now first of all you have to understand what the data says, because in the last class I have told you that if we are adopting a technique of AOA diagram, that is activity on arrow diagram, in that case we are having a separate activity whereas we are having a separate event. So the activity is always represented with the alphabets, whereas events are represented with the numeric value, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So remember one thing, we have to catch it from here. If the data is given in the form of alphabets, then it says that it is the data regarding the activities. On the other hand, if the data is given in the form of numeric values, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, then preceding 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, then it means we are given with the data of events. So now I think it is clear. So this data is about the activities. So what are we are having? The existing activities means activity and preceding activity. Pre मतलब पहले, मतलब ये एक्टिविटी है तो इसके पहले कौन सी एक्टिविटी है, उसके आधार पर we have to construct the network. Now how to read the diagram? Now the rule says that you have to identify the activity which is not having any preceding activity. It is the initial activity, and according to the rule which I have discussed in the last class, I have told you that there is no independent existence of the activity. It means that an activity will always start from an event and terminates into an event. So here we are not given any data about the event. The data is given only about the activity. So what we have to do? We have to create the events from our sides. So suppose here in the data preceding activity A is crossed. It means there is no preceding activity. Another activity B, which is also not having any preceding activity. It means that these both activity will start from the same initial event, because for construction of a activity we need at least one event. So what we will do, we have to create one event over here and activity A. So this is activity A. Activity A preceding is none, crossed. Similar condition is activity B. So activity B will also start from this. I think it is clear. A and B, two activities which are not having any preceding activity. It means both the activity will start from the initial event, or in the terms of activity, if we want to say that, then we can say that activity A and activity B are the initial activity which starts and progress in a similar or the parallel manner. दोनों एक्टिविटी एक साथ स्टार्ट हुई है और अपने अपनी दिशा में अपने अपने तरफ काम कर रही है. हिंदी में इसको अगर कहें तो ऐसे कर रहे हैं. So this is all about activity A and activity B. Now we are coming to activity C. Now see here, reading a data is more important. Activity C and activity D. C and D both are preceded by activity A. Both the activity C and D are preceded by activity A. So we are having here activity A. It means activity C and D both are emerging from this end. So here I am going to construct activity C and then activity D. See, the condition is fulfilled. Activity C is preceded by A, activity C is preceded by A, activity D is preceded by A, activity D is preceded by A. Clear? Now coming to the next activity, that is E. Now again here E and F both are preceded by activity B. The same condition as we have faced with the activity C and D. Here activity E and F are emerging from activity B. It means activity B is preceded by both the activity. So what we have to do? Activity E. So here I am making the activity E and then activity F, B. Now see, activity E is preceded by B, activity F is preceded by B. Now here you may ask one question, why you have connected this activity E to this event? Yes, you can do that. You can make a independent event. For the beginners I am telling that you can make an independent event instead of making this activity from this event to this event. Then what will happen? In the next point you will face the problem, because activity H is preceded by D and E both. इसका मतलब ये है कि एक्टिविटी H वहां से इमर्ज करेगा जहां एक्टिविटी D और E दोनों एक साथ टर्मिनेट कर रहा हो, खत्म हो रहा हो. तो इसलिए हमने इसको यहाँ मिलाया है. अब देखिए एक्टिविटी D और E हमको एक साथ मिल गया है. तो व्हाट वी कैन डू, यहाँ पर देखिए H एंड I, ये दो ऐसी एक्टिविटी है जो DE से निकलने वाला है. H एंड I, रिमेंबर H एंड I. So what we will do? H and I. Again you may ask question, why you have connected this I with this event? See, for the beginner it is difficult, but here I am telling you, if you will start reading the data and trying to understanding the data, you will find that which activity will connected with which one. So here you can say that activity K we are having, which is preceded by I and F. So I here and F here. लेकिन ये बात की बात है, ये हम बाद में देखेंगे, लेकिन हमने पहले ही इसको मिला दिया यहाँ. अगर यहाँ पे हम इसको ज्वाइन नहीं करते, इंडिपेंडेंट करते, तो बाद में जब हम K पर आते तो हमको ज्वाइन कराना पड़ता है. लेकिन what I have done here, I have added this activity to this event, that is activity I. Now coming to activity J. Activity J is preceded by G. Activity J is preceded by G. Where we had made G. Activity J. We have escaped one step, that is G is preceded by C. Here we are having C. So activity G. Okay. Now coming to J. J is preceded by G. G we are having here. So it is J. K. K is preceded by IF. IF we are having here. IF. IF. K. Now we have come to an end, that is activity L. Now what it says that L is emerging from that event which is preceded by H, J and K. We are having K, we are having H, we are having J. So what we need? We have to merge all these three activity into single event, and then we can emerge out the activity L. For the beginner I have made these event independently. So try to learn how to draw the network. But now the condition says that activity L is preceded by H, J, K. So what I am doing? This is J and this is K. Now see, all the parameters are fulfilled. K is preceded by IF, K is preceded by IF, K is preceded by IF, H is preceded by DE, H is preceded by DE, J is preceded by G, J is preceded by G. Now only condition is remaining that L is preceded by H, J, K. So here we are having H, J, K. So what we have to do? We have to construct another activity and mark it as L. Now this is all about the construction of the network. Clear? No, the time hai aur. So that in the next class we will learn how to assign numbers to these events. There is a rule that is known as Dr. Fulkerson rule for assigning number to the events. So we will discuss the Fulkerson rule in the next class, and we will assign numbers to the respective events. For today this is all, but I suggest you must read out the Fulkerson rule for the next class so that we can conveniently try understand all things. Thank you.